What's up, everyone? How you doing? I just wanted to talk about this new movie called Horizon, an American Saga, starring the Kevin Costner. Um, I believe he's directed and also co-written this film, and it's a pet project. It's his baby, and it opened up in the cinemas this week, and currently it is ranked third in the box office mojo in the US currently with an estimated over $4 million. So we're going to go to run down on why I feel that this film will not do gangbusters in the box office. I mean, 4 million right now is not really huge. It's made $4,100,000, and I'm looking at this is the US blockbuster, US box office mojo. So if we look at the dailies right now, hmm, right, weekend. But look at the movies that are in there. It's either sequels, remakes, or reboots. I mean, you got Inside Out 2, sequel. Bad Boys, Ride or Die, sequel. The Garfield movie, well, technically a sequel, but it's of a well-known franchise. Furiosa Mad Max Saga, sequel. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, another sequel. Fall Guy, based on a TV series that no one bloody remembers. Godzilla versus Kong the New Empire, that's another sequel. Like, there's just all these movies that are just sequels and reboots. Um, and then you got this western that's there. Uh, and the movie goes for like over 3 hours. Like, it's a long, long movie. It's a very long film. I think about 3 hours. So, and also you got A Quiet Place, which is number one right now. A Quiet Place Day One, which is number one. It's a sequel. Inside Out sequel, and then yeah, the Bike Riders. There's just so many sequels and remakes, and I mean, there's other movies in there, but you got a movie that's of a franchise that no one really makes anymore. Which is the western. The western genre is not really made as much on the cinema side, but on the TV side, it's quite a bit there. There's quite a bit going. So maybe I feel that if Kevin was going to do this big, grandiose, epic western, he probably would have been better off doing it on TV, like making this into a miniseries for TV. I think this would have done more well on TV. But like I said, it's still too early to tell. I just feel that this movie is not going to get his money back. I mean, it might do 30, 40 million, maybe. And he spent close to 38, if not $50 million on making these movies. So, and apparently in August we got another chapter 2 of Horizon, American Saga. Now, does it mean this is going to be a bad movie? I've looked at some of the reviews on Rotten Tomato, and they're kind of a mixed bag. They're currently 69% is the audience score, and 40% is the critic score. And lately, I don't really I don't really go by what the critics are saying now. I like, for the most part, because I just feel that they're talking out their ass. I always go by the audience score now, because that's the audience that this movie caters to, not critics. And I know critics are viewers themselves, but I feel that they're going in there not with they're going there to purely to nitpick or look for things that will make the movie excel or make the movie fall. So that's just my personal opinion, anyway. Um, but I've seen the trailers to the film. I think the film looks really, really good. I love Western movies. I grew up on Westerns. I came from an era where I would get, on the weekends, I would sit there and watch an old John Wayne or a Clint Eastwood movie with my mum. The midnight, the afternoon matinees on TV, and that made me grow into loving a lot of Western movies. And it's a genre that I don't want to die. I mean, it's great that it's on TV, but it would be nice to see the Western's making a comeback on the big screen, and I feel that Kevin Costner is the right type of person to do that. I feel that obviously this is a project that he's been working on for years. Apparently, he's been working on this project for years, trying to do it, and then that's why there were such delays with the TV series. He's currently working on Yellowstone, and unfortunately, now he's leaving that as well to pursue this film project. And it's a shame because Yellowstone's amazing. If you haven't seen Yellowstone, go and watch it. It's a great show. And but yeah, from what I've seen of the trailers of Horizon, and it's something I'd watch. I like the old tales of the West and stuff like that. Will it appease the younger audience? Probably not. But he's making movies for the people who have been watching Kevin Costner's movies since day one, the Kevin Costner fans, and also fans of history of the Wild West, people who do like a Western film, a Western saga. And what's crazy is you used to get Westerns like this or stories that would go for like over 3 hours. But now, if you look at it, the cinemaplexes, like, a lot of movies around 90-minute mark or 2 hour mark. This is like 3 hours. So you got to remember, a movie, more screenings it has of that day, the more money it's going to get. So if it's a 3 hour movie, it's not going to get as many screenings during the day. Whereas a 90-minute movie will get more screenings and more chances of getting bums on seats to watch that movie. So Kevin's already, pretty much shot himself on the foot with that one. But that does not mean to say that a long, epic film can make money. Films like this have done in the past. But with what's COVID done, though, is it's taken people out of the cinema experience and being at home on a big screen, streaming stuff. Streaming is just so killing everything. It's killing DVD. Look, it killed DVD hire and DVD rentals. Even now, purchasing DVDs and buying DVDs, people just stream stuff. And I feel that cinemas are going to go the same way. Like, I feel that this is going to be more of a niche market too. Like, you look at it, the drive-in theater, like when the drive-ins were everywhere, people would go, Saturday, Friday night to the drive-ins and get in your car and just sit there and drive and watch. And then the video market came along and killed that. Like, videos killed drive-ins. And now it's all happening. It's like it's cannibalizing itself like that. It's going around and around, and when each new technology comes along or something new thing comes along, it kills the previous one that we used to do. And I feel that cinemas are definitely holding it, and which is a real shame because me and my girlfriend and son, we've been going to a local cinema that's like an hour and a bit drive away. And we haven't gone for a little while, but we do plan to go to. And if it's screening this movie, we're going to go and watch it over there. And it's such a mum and pop vibe cinema. It's a beautiful little cinema. And and we go there, and as parents bringing their kids there, watching movies, and it's just that vibe, And I think you'll never get that experience at home when you're going out, seeing something grandiose, something big, something epic on a big screen with the sound blaring and all that sort of stuff, and having your popcorn and your munchies and your drinks and then just experiencing this film for the first time on the big screen. You can't emulate that. Sure, you can have your own cinema screen at home, but sitting with a bunch of people there doing that is, who has the money to do that? Not many. But sorry, I got started off, veered off track there. But what I'm saying about Horizon is, we need movies like this. We need movies like Horizon, like the Westerns, like the grandiose, epic films that are original ideas, not these reboots, remakes, all this stuff that's coming out of Hollywood. Because Hollywood likes to play it safe. All right, Marvel's doing well. And look how much Marvel stuff we got. Oh, DC, then look how much DC stuff we got. And then we get sick of it. And the same thing with Star Wars. We get sick of it. And then we want something else. But we don't know what we want because we just keep force-feeding all these movies at us. And we don't know what we want. And then when we do get something like this, we're feeling different about it. We're like, oh, I don't know. This is not something I'm normally used to seeing. You're not used to seeing because you haven't had that experience for such a long time. And I do wish people go and watch something like Horizon, even though I haven't seen it. I know it's going to be a good film. I think it will definitely be a good movie. And like I said, it's good to have something that comes out of the blue, something different, not a reboot, not a sequel, not a remake, that comes out, is not playing it safe. I mean, this guy put $40 million of his own money into this movie. So I admire him for doing that. And like I said, I think Kevin Costner is one of those guys who's part of a dying breed who still is passionate about movies, who still is passionate about what he makes, what he's passionate. Because, like, for the most part, every film that I've watched him in he's been solid. Maybe it's not the most perfect film he's been in, but it's been, for the most part, he is good in it, or great in those roles. And I like I said, I love movies. I love film. I'm passionate about these movies. Don't get me wrong. I like sequels and reboots and remakes and stuff like that. But sometimes I get tired of seeing the same stuff being thrown at us day in, day out. And I've been watching old movies. Like, we've been watching old films that I've seen beforehand, because the new stuff that keeps pumping out, it's either got an agenda, or they changed it so much that it makes you feel indifferent about it, and you rather watch the original. It's just a crazy, crazy time to be in right now. And I'm all for films that have a message and tell us something, tell us what they're trying to say. But we don't need that in popcorn movies. Popcorn movies need to be what they need to be: entertaining, have fun. I don't need a message in it. If I'm going there to turn my brain off to have fun for 90 minutes to 2 hours, I want that. But as you can see with the Star Wars and the Marvel universe, it's all tanking itself because of what they're trying to do, what they're trying to change, and what they're trying to achieve, and it upsets people. I mean, we're living in desperate times now, and look at the previous eras. If you look at the era where my parents grew up in the era where there was war, there was depression, and there was times were tough. And yes, times were tough, but then you'd escape those times by going to the cinemas with your loved ones and enjoying something seen on the screen, like a film with dancing in it, or a comedy. There was no messages, there was no agendas, there was no thing to tell you what you should be believing and what you should be doing. There were just films there to take your mind off real current events and just sit there for an hour and a half and enjoy that experience and just shut off for a bit. And that's what we need. We need films especially popcorn movies. That's what I call them, popcorn films, like your Fast and Furious movies, right? There's no message there. They're they're just crazy films. They're just crazy movies. Um, and for the most part, they're okay. I mean, you know, but they know what they are. They're popcorn films. They have a huge fan base. They do really, really well. Um, but that's what we need. We need popcorn films. But we also, like I said, we need films like Horizon that tell stories, tell things, and like I said, I admire Kevin for making a film that he's passionate about and doing things about that, because it is hard to do something like this in this day and age, especially in this day and age of streaming and just sequels and remakes and reboots. And I know I'm veering off track about it because I know I was talking about Horizon, but this is all connected. And like I said, I do all these videos unedited because I feel like it's good to say what's on your mind. And like I said, for someone who loves movies and loves film, I am going to go and watch this movie, Horizon, and and see what it's like. And if I enjoy it, I'll definitely go and watch the second part as well. But it is definitely hard to make films that entertain, but I get that. But there's so much junk out there right now, and I'm finding it so hard with streaming services to sit down and watch something. Um, like I said beforehand, I've been doing some stuff on Tubi, watching Tubi, and I'm really enjoying that because they got like the old movies that I'm enjoying on there. and I'm finding it hard to be invested in Netflix, in in Prime, in Stan, in Binge. These Australian streaming services. Like I just feel like there's nothing original, or it's just yeah, it's just does your face in and does your head in. But I will definitely check out Horizon. I think Horizon will definitely be something I'm very interested in. And if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. You know, that's fine. But it's good to have variety. It's good to have things out there that think, okay, this looks different. I might go and check it out, and then you might end up enjoying it. Hell, you might become a Western fan, or you might become a Kevin Costner fan, or both. Um, but I know that Westerns are definitely doing okay on TV, but we hardly get any on this big screen. So I'm hoping it does okay. I hope it does well. I hope he recuperates some money for it because I would like to see more of these type of movies. Because like I said before, the Western is definitely a franchise that you hardly see. I mean, I remember in the '90s there was hardly any westerns, and then Clint Eastwood came out with Unforgiven. Then every man and his dog will make a westerns again because Unforgiven won a bunch of Academy Awards. It was financially successful. This is what Hollywood wants to see. When the movie is financially successful, then you get those movies. Like look at Marvel, for instance. The first Marvel's movies, like I think, did well, and they did really well. And then when they kept making more money, then we just got bombarded with superhero movies from every distributor, like Warner Brothers and Universal and all them. They were just pumping out these movies. But that's not a bad thing. But it is a bad thing when they are starting to run out of ideas and are just pumping out movie after movie after movie after movie. But anyway, enough of my rant. I want to like to know if you've seen Horizon and what are your thoughts on this film. Are you a Western fan as me? What is your favorite Westerns? And if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you stuck around long enough, comment down below and tell me you watched the whole thing. That would be great. But like I said, I just wanted to say my piece. I think we definitely need movies like Horizon, and we should have more westerns and longer films that just stick out, you know. But we don't need popcorn films need to be popcorn films, and thought pieces need to be thought pieces, if that makes sense. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.